Ladies and gentlemen, good morning, good afternoon, and good evening. Salon Fambulem, today na the 11th of November, 11/11/2022. It's interesting actually when you add the 211 them in the year 2022, in the year 22, sorry. It's a lot of people. Today again, we want to come and talk to Una about the affairs of we country, the affairs of Una life. How Una life they don't turn upside down as a result of like bad political leaders them, bad politicians them, wicked politicians them, witchcraft politicians them. We don't just care about Una, they just care about their pocket. They don't care about how Una lives them they be destroyed as a result of like the decisions and what they make, what they condone. But we salon people today, as of today, we get 224 days to the election. Salon people wanna wake up in the morning. What's really una they think of? How una can they think and plan una lives them say, this na so me life care for day. I believe like 80% of Sierra Leoneans them, when they wake up in the morning, they don't even know whose side the day they begin. Then they even go to bed. They don't even know whose side they get food like the next day morning. They don't even know. Then they won't eat, and most of the time they plan all when they go to bed. Tomorrow morning, I they go to my brother, I they go to my sister, I they go to my paddy for make go give me 1,000 leons for make a fencing for eat me and me picking them. I believe say this is exactly what una the goes to that country. Salon people una understand the value of salon. Una know what in salon made up of. Una know the potential where una get. Don't make it don't tell una. Make it don't tell una say, oh, we don't educate better. Some people have done they all now rubbish. Una deserve way beyond that. They say una as uneducated as una day, they still vie for this leadership. They say una as calf as una day, as they put now so they make una, that's what they call una. That's why they say una fickle-minded. As fickle-minded you guys are, they still come and say they want to lead una. As uneducated as you guys are, they still come and say they want to lead una. Some people they know, they are aware of this. As what's not in the country, they know, but they still come and say they want to lead una. Electricity is a problem. Everything they say they want to lead una. They say, oh, we know they produce. Salone they produce, they make we currency the bad. They don't say Salone they produce, but they still come for make the can lead una. Why? This is the $1 million question. But some people, today we want to focus again on the APC political party. Some people, also we want to maybe we will work more small. Today make 1 year when they sack the Auditor General. Because they will tell you, say, oh no, now suspend them. They sack them. Today make 1 year. Now we country day, we get like an illegal. Somebody we're not supposed to be an auditor. Now they go be auditor. Now we country. We did now the audit report in come out for any time from now to the end of December. We don't know how this audit report get automatic. They don't go put the own person where the gap will kind of like tell us say pull yonder, put yonder. How long but you wanna expect salon forever better with this kind of mindset where it be say salon people we always tell you that the reputation then you make that this people like you say respect a pass bell fool. Respect pass bell fool salon people. For make una see dome, if for make any country thrive, look at the country the way get oil, the Saudi Arabia, the Syria, look at them, look the economy with everything where they get. When country they pray for men they get the kind of thing that they look if they're successful because your reputation, what's in they make you good name, you respect a pass bell fool. Salon people with the damage we image every day with the damage we image, with the look with judiciary, we mess them up. Salon people they can't focus on the APC. But by the way, kudos to like the NOAS, the student union. Salon people I believe say or APC people una need for kind of like take back una party. You know, like I come here in the People's Power. And by the way, Ibrahim just holiday today, so we allow him make a rest. So if you're not hearing voice today, like I just try for do some impersonation and then try for get like a way of doing things, but I learned through the way. You know, some people look at the statement of like this guy, the PPRC man, Abdullah Bangura. They tell una say like. Una not go able to perform, like una not go able to go into the election and kind of like participate effectively. Salon people, this man they tell una say, oh, like if now be the elected executive, they ain't for being able to regulate, but like this one, now court order and all that in it. So what did they try for say? So basically, as it is right now, the APC is not even a political party because like in PPIC commissioner, in they regulate political parties. So as it is right now, APC is not even a political party. Yeah. APC. Who say that day? When they tell imagine after the registration, APC and political party pull a statement, pull their own provisional results and all that thing of the registrants them. Waiting this man come and talk. He said no, they're not aware of this. Everything where APC they try for do for cover them back, for make sure they expose this guy. And when Peter Conte always they take the sides of like the SLPP, the government. Then in the talk say they can get the way they convince like a big fool one they follow out. Say, oh, all people's party or all people's congress or whatever. Now that's in the type of fake owner with. But everything we're supposed to protect the APC political party, no, nothing is being done or being protected by this guy. This is the reason why we won Una. Last year, this year, April 9 or so, when the ruling came, we begin to say, no, we will not accept this ruling. Challenge it, or else we will sell on a political party. We will sell them. This guy come for destroy. It is so clear now. And listen to this stupid guy, which is name, Bomne or so, if not so name. They talk say, Bomne. Thank you. Yeah, we all like him in the house. You know, this is the problem in People's Power. Look at the way the political party, this guy, they pull waiting, they do audio say, oh, well, they come to the government, like many governments kind of like protect like lives and property because the APC, they try for kind of like they don't want the government say that maybe they're not going to the political party. Can you imagine? Can you imagine? This is the thing where we've been seeing and say, if you kind of like encourage these guys, you know, kill them before they grow. Because when they grow, they will be versatile to society and People's Power. Kill them before they grow. These guys, they don't grow further. Now they sit down and they destroy. You know, the chance where APC gets for this election, comrade, People's Power. With waiting this government don't do the ineptness. You look at rest today. Rest is 600,000, the meat and 200,000 or 180. And petrol be there 6,000, they don't can go to 20,000. The dollar be there 7,000, they don't can go to 20,000. Comrade, for God's sake. This is a clear-cut election if the APC be serious. But it is not too late if only the APC can choose. You know, this is up to them. The ball then at the court. If only the APC can decide for take back the party, it is not too late, comrade. You know, again, People's Power. Look, the international community. If you go back, the PPRC man say, in make a press conference, inviting the international community. Can APC as a political party not do the same? The PPRC man tell we say, the other side don't produce their own 14 man. Peter Conte in 10 man wait for 30 days. Hey, comrade and People's Power, please wanna come inside. You know, thank
you so much, Casbox. You know, before I talk anything, you know, I want this opportunity to see today. Now we day Remembrance Day. We call it Remembrance Day. The 11 November. Now in the whole world, they remember the fallen heroes. People we been to sacrifice their life them.
Absolutely.
Way they fed for them, the people there, because military man not just fed for a country, they fed go in the operation. Salon example, we get people from UK now, we get British soldiers and die, we get Nigeria soldiers and other side they do they help during the war. Who be the first one? Who say for longer Sudan na prayer, for longer Sudan na different parts of the world go first na Congo. So we make this a very important day. We call it the Remembrance Day. We'll never forget them. We'll never forget them. Equally, we take the opportunity for encourage the serving soldiers them. Let them be very professional. Because you need to remember you to Jamana. We wanna act professionally, not to go to the city as a lowering the norm, politicize and tribalize the military. They make them don't lack respect for them donkey for about 20 years. So, this is a very important day for we who we don't serve. We elect to serve this month. We are a victim of war. We will not die, but so many colleagues in the box, some they non-blind, some they paralyzed, some they not able to get money for let them even get even wheelchair for let it work out. And this is a police service alone. Honestly, we get one and always close to I go between 2 foot all them father up till dates. Then they will help her for like get bleed foot work out. You know, get wheelchair.
But we get we get David Senge we go study about prosthetic legs. All these people and they need to make use of these people now. This government come with.
Yes, so Namik, we like me when I see who feels it knows it. Me when a victim of what I talk so. Namik can come and praise me voice. Why me the talk so cast box? Me for be a victim because of cancer. When they find me bullet take na me belly. But that year if you been did it, if I been end of life, if I been give me cancer, I'm belly. So not all man get family we will take care of them. Not everybody. So I guess so many for colleagues them we be say some man. Then naturally bullets catch them. The bullet that it did it to become impotent forever. So then literally them blind. Then begin first pass and blind. We fragment it and I hit you are begin politics into your only. Then I still the work at the language. Then they don't beg us them. So then we could come some of who you serve honestly. Hold on represent to country, both locally and internationally in different operations them. With the only step people say an army, an assets. We people for always deal with. Then part of the world today they see in the interview. Veterans them. It is people interview with them go for Iraq, with them fall by ID. So equally they encourage each and every Salunian, any part of the world if they listen, we get soldiers them. They're not even get wheelchair, they're not paralyzed, they're not get money for buy wheelchair. We have soldiers who they need forget or now they false foot, not to serve that bleed foot, then they struggle. We know they forget them. I make us say last start the topic today with this one because me na victim and me na a veteran. So I do know wherever forget. So many colleagues and customers who pick away some man now. One great picky born 1991 is large on Suja. Then no self also picking the today. Yeah. So many. So they always remember them. Coming to the topic proper cast box, you see the SLPP, then look the APC, then take APC for granted. Then we say, that's according to the talk say, but I've been able APC. Yeah. They don't underestimate the APC they so today. Yeah. What mean they talk so? When the government they work with people within the political party for damage the political party, they feel say be able the party. Because if the SLPP, Madam Bureau get people in the aid and beat them. When are the all one policy alone, you need to look APC, say able APC. They ever dream them, but because you get people in the aid and beat Madam Bureau, when they within the political party, we don't see examples are very clear. We don't see people in the talk negative thing there. We don't see Alfred Peter Conte. Now the only man who the debunking party in your record for which for government pull the union. Now the only man where the praise government, where government kill the people them. Now the only man we give government authority, we make or then government go assassinate something and then burn something like destitute. Now the only man where they support SLPP for talk say the APC party is a terrorist organization. Let me tell you something, Gasbox to use power. You see the APC is in a very difficult stage. For any reason, people are there for talk, they talk. Now then God know their reason. For any reason, people and they wait, then they work in cahoots with President Biu. The APC they will destroy APC. They forget say now they said they destroy because the APC is an institution. Casbox, APC not to just a social club. APC, it formed as a movement.
Yeah.
Not a social global. It formed as a movement. APC came as a revolution for Steve Salon in 1961 because the APC is a casting in the CA come as well. Nessa Kuruma and the council contra the Bengali Masari and the Pakali then with them in day. When they look at the independence, they say no, Salon no match for independence, where they want to give independence. They lock them out of Panama Road. So Salon get independence, so then the BMBAS, the Panama Road left because they said they want to stop the independence. They lock them up because and then be right. They say no, this independence one time also this way. We not mature it. This agreement I said to enough fight for the country. Second Stephen, he was detained in 1967, April 27, to Panama Road.
Wow.
Because he said he did against independence at that time, and at the effect of the situation today. So the APC party, automatically the APC party healed because I don't have one party for long SLP. So they see the insincerity of the people and they come as a movement when they form APC in 1962. So the party not ever come as they not can cheap. APC party no they ever take power in a cheap way. And that is something that works. Anything APC gets, anything APC struggle this way, and they take power brutally. So then they forget the APC party form as a movement. Say they become a political party.
But come with that particular statement, because I know you people in the talk, even the leaders them within the APC, then they use that for kind of like console the people. They say, oh, think that so we APC anything we chance they come, that's so we go to go pain. But realistically, comrade, how long gonna go the above and this and like the structures are being destroyed? Then
well,
they still they words to the people.
We APC we lock that. Lock now gets Madoni. Now either sand beat him before he melt or he put it inside fire. They melt for himself. Now that lock we get, so we get for Philippines before we succeed. You know why would the same people so because the young ones there, so many people don't know the history of the party, how the party become. What you may be the same people so if me then go lock me for APC, not to for me start to, not for me get for end. If you look about the Julians or Paulo Conte or any apostle don't lock, then come about then all of them don't lock from 2018 to date, we don't lock Nigeria in of APC. Not for we start, not for the end. Well, for far as when they start this party, they say Krobane, they say Stephen, they all don't pass through to maybe they won't say because we better now. If they hold me to the whole world say no, me then they lock them and we say when they lock them, nobody knows they don't lock them because you know me get the platform for the whole world study. So that make APC strong. They say in the struggle of APC, in the struggle, they don't say in the success of APC. They say in the struggle of APC there is a victory. The beautiful things we are not begin see is better to late than never. That's works. It's better to late than never. What I see yesterday, a pool in the way I see the way I don't get one doubt over like Ali, the former youth league secretary general. I have no doubt over him. I don't get any doubt over him. Right. Because people in the way Miss Abiwa no say if they get the position today, they elect them at any position at the party, the SLPP, they begin to say yes. People because you get confront as them. Politics is dynamics. Politics when I for watch the opponent, I like football. You watch the opponent, the player we buy. What make if you say if you Manchester buy Ronaldo, Man City want to look for that player because you always look for player with the match the opponent. What to say? So to make just in the party. We don't let just be no more like we don't pay them go fet na Bintuani for they say for census before the member ye not happy again the census go ahead. Time nine of essence. All these years when they talk they say time early. Now when I census time they tell you say time don't do not to read alphabet content in talk go and say hey, no now for the time 6 months ago. If anything do been talk up, una been take up society like we not only talk and others will pass now. All I know say politics don't start. Politics they begin account cash works 1 year before election. From that they say they not make it for election. Politics don't begin. And when politics begin, now the time when they able go up and down first, for make sure say una solidify una membership. For make sure say una try for bring them together. For make sure say una massage all the year for massage. 1 year. Anything they don't pull date for election, politics don't begin. Now, actual politics, the pandemic, what have you not seen? They go and campaign all over. They did both the last time. You go Kuribundo. Now it Cambia today. As I said, they go Cambia today. Now then village them. Then they go and campaign. Then they go and campaign now. That politics don't start. And the APC party is too big for that will make yourself like any you become myopic to this level. I don't know. They know they become myopic. They don't even know what's in the part. APC party is bigger than intimidation and fear. That's works.
Absolutely.
What you don't see yesterday, matter of fact, there is no need for the APC party ready for make press conference. They call police when I have it next week. No. The political party activities.
Yeah.
No need for police and go take permission to police. No. In this point in time now, the action so needs is political action. Like the government itself no say well now. Let us say no say the APC party is ready and it's more than ready. Cashbox to use power. You know the press conference yesterday. Now at the beginning or the ending of APC struggle.
Absolutely.
If they stand to how they don't do so, which will be not talking all this one say, no time no the way early for challenge unconstitutionality or for challenge injustice. No time no the way lead for challenge unconstitutionality or for challenge injustice. Now that early them they say early unconstitutionality can work, they say early for challenge them. Beat members of parliament, full members of parliament, impose public power, impose speaker power, hold members and they lock them, they kill them left, right, and center. They say it's early for challenge unconstitutionality. They sack Auditor General. Sack. In matter of fact, before they give indefinite suspension any job, let us sack you at.
Exactly. Especially
let us sack you at.
Yeah.
You don't understand because they look and sack Auditor General. Then sit down again. Then they say they go put somebody you know qualified for the Auditor General. Then go like go to parliament for go talk.
Yeah.
You know, you see there are certain things now which self aid that make the army cash box aid and a bit na controversial offense. Because they know what they do. What they charge you for aid and a bit.
Let we not forget, since this government come to power, not once they don't debate the audit report in the parliament. And it is part of the laws now alone for say every audit report must be debated. But they don't not once they don't debate any audit report that are country. Continue on, comrade.
Yeah, yes, they don't debate another one save two. All the things we not put the teeth them for the past 4 years. You know, ever be an issue in the parliament. Each and every leader for the leader with the parliament, each and every member of parliament when I get a responsibility, when I get question for answer. When we get proper government, where they can because let me tell you something. Cashbox we get for digging corruption as a loan. People go free, they go see the next one will absolutely. Because each and every sector that's a loan corrupt. The House of Parliament. I will tell you that one of the most corrupt institution.
True.
Let's be honest here. True. If the president can do forgery, they're not caution them. Then they appoint people left, right, and center. They need to caution them. Then the Secretary General, they need to caution them. Cashbox, what's he left again? Follow. No, say the House of Parliament, the part of this year. I don't tell you say 8 and a bit. Yeah. Now the army, now fire the squad case. Because it's danger than anything. The House of Parliament consistently from 1964 to date, all bad law happiness alone they had this side. Because there is no bad law who the talk about the way that affect we. When the Parliament will go pass them. Yeah. The criminal libel law to the pass, not say they pass na police station. Was that they pass na court? No, na Parliament they pass. No, na Kungba kids or na bylaw. No. Na Parliament. They make it all law we want people we make secretary and all law now we use a paper one. Yeah. And you look about the push for 31 years ago. They say suppression. Then they suppress the media. You know, all kinds of things. We don't see consistently now all the bad law. That same parliament they go we lead for more president more they die. Because by rights anybody will die with Samuel my guy die, they better na parliament. With secretary at parliament. Albert Bagay, I don't know the reason. Which means I know I lament on that. But for any reason, what they mean, either something then APC not be allowed, which I'm not sure about. With more die. SLPP, they go to parliament, quick they go pass law. Quick they go put law inside. Don't say they quick for finger law. They say parliament not to be done. Any head of state die, let them go like any side, ICC road. Wow. Then go they under Pakaba forget see get for die. You know, wow. If you even say no, see, if even the APC of secretary may not do that. No, bent on for all you don't by mistake say what is happening, this will happen. we need for collect them because somebody need for can change something we na wrong thing. Then go pass am. We make them only momo na Kisi Road. Momo body do over 20 days then they argue but na former head of state. At least all get na all the member of leaders them. Low better na the problem na parliaments. Then go see Seka Stephen. How many head of state we get forget? From when Seka Stephen, from when Momo don't die. Who is Pakama don't die? Now na Skroma. How many they get for the parliament get big space? Now only and they say no. Bam. Then Pakama can die we can die 2014. The one who let go let Pakama they begin to all kinds of Pakama na end the what is and that. If is not talk go fast. They say not to say that we also deny. Now look the law na can set. Not to say that also no let them bel Pakama. But I be not to say not to be the ground. Let them go inside. It's a good like Kisi Road. So for everything they can power the law we affect people them. For everything they can do something, then they forget quick. And let's tell you something as works. Anything SNP can with this kind of aggressiveness. Mark my word. Then they let power with disgrace. Then they let power, they never expect them. This as works history repeats itself. Let's go to 1964 to 67. Let's go between 1996 to 2007. Yeah. When the can start from 1964, from 64 to 67, the real SNP and how they terrorize people them. Specifically, people when they say nothing as they them not from EPC. Yeah. They do all kind of thing for kill the party, do all kind of thing. All the leaders them beat them, do all kind of thing. 67 they lose election. Now so when they lose election, no get no choice. Now for put big hands and say they over to Seka Stephen. We see encounter between 67 to 68. Finally, Emma Rogers they overthrow and Seka Stephen in 1968. We get OSD today. Now we OSD there. We make Seka Stephen don't lost confidence in the army. You know, as the whistle, the army for can protect you, then go back to you. Wow. That the foundation for get OS today. They count them as a special force for guard the presidency, so that at least you don't go that they trust small because you know some presidents they look back to you. That's the prime minister. You see, look when they don't look at 1996 as SNP 1996 election, then they count come out. Who will the first one be getting 100,000 call them? Cast works, but no ever no say that so come out in Bokupas as SNP so. We all look at open salon just as na up paving and come out all kind of vote. That's it, all kind of bad law the way make the FRC come. Now Emiko the over January 6. We see now what happened in 2007 then come on power. But God will make get leader we be see. No one can follow that steps well. Them don't jail APC pulling. Them just imagine Momo have been soldier we have been the post we empire overthrow. When they overthrow Yankaba in 1997, where he can at 38. You will work on Padima Road. 9 months. They lock Momona Padima Road. Yes? So you see, they always get when they do we be say, if you got no help we, this SNP God not change you brothers and sisters and mindset, some of them in the South, because not all of them. Then they don't turn cult. Because only men demand where they go kill, where they go beat, where they go replace that I mean. Now you say you know the Panda cult left there. They all left it in danger. That make anybody in the southeast, with the Christian SNP, you know the real patriotic scenario in Casbox because you think beyond tribal line, they think beyond party line. Yeah, I have so much respect for the brothers and sisters from the south, from the east. When they say, you know, me na Mindi, you know me say before me na Mindi for EPC by force for support SNP by force. No, these are the real loyal citizens because for today. How Salon go so I don't know what solve the problem. I don't know what tell them say. I don't know what get the solution for Salon. You see, for now we see a political party, they don't can turn APC office like na OS headquarters. Seriously. Except with the 10 years in opposition. One day they not even take any or civil police for good penal and get and the man the political party do all kind of next day. They no one interfere there. You know, the fly problem, that's what we talk to. The fly problem knows get for head. Also, the go, the road that they pass through the so. Government change tomorrow. Then go see, not just police. Then go see, then go turn as a party all over the country. So say, battalion headquarters that didn't go to as a party officer begin bulldoze them. Then that dog will be say left for back. Where the back in so as soon as you begin cry, disturb the neighbors. That's what they are. Yeah. Because don't go the back, you know, ever feel say in the cry as a hitcher, so you go and cry at all the neighbor they begin cry say they lost to me. Nobody say wrong right now for put police there. Now any political party office now offense. political party office, if you are like any embassy in any foreign country.
Yeah, as we talked yesterday.
If you are like any embassy in any foreign country. Yeah. So now see people now, then they use the government and then they use the government, they call police for police kind of APC office. But then go can't have people as well because who don't know more SLPP, any day they do something, they add to them bad governance. But what thing when I don't start so? And when I see when they chase the 1-1, law chase the 1-1. Like SLPP no chase come in Canada, chase Alpha Timbo, chase John Benjamin out of the party, they say they want win. No chase the one there. Now Aid and Abita them.
Yeah. With the one the way you say them the chase, so when you look at it, the one the way chase them. Now then are the very one the way now be the Sonko one them inside the SLPP. The one the way chase them. However, this one now it is so clear that this one where the one chase so in this the one way the power them way chase. The John Benjamin, the Kande Yum Keller, the Sumana Capet. These are the people that will be the man, the affairs will be mean good for the SLPP. We don't see a delicate today because look how the power pardon Alaki Wikonski. And what people that they fail for realize even under the SLPP. Hey, where opposition or the function. Now, so no more the country back there, they function. Now, all day, now they're about to go debate the budget, but you get some parliamentarian them waiting for Sidom, they kind of like they remember the APC business, they remember parliament. Then if you don't accept that the same way as Peter Conte get for the call meeting, just for
Cassie, the budget. No, we if the budget is the better. But what's in the go to the parliament today? Lots of to pull and to say about defense there. All one see. Then they are about to pass a bill in parliament. If they pass that bill, they don't kill Salon. Now when country see, then they are about to pass a bill. We go for disadvantaged people for let them vote for the next election. People then deny. Then get a spokesman them. We be say, you know, you simple. If you even spell a name, you know, you will analyze the family name. Then go begin to all kinds of. We see. And in registration can we then begin make sure any number say condition make the people know 18 and not 19 and not 20 they no register for vote. Now we say policy, then why use the PR system when the district block system because they want try for disadvantaged people for people don't get no able hold them accountable. They say a lie. They can't cost me. They will not sponge them. When I just pass members of parliament there, we say a lie. Na lie the Yunkela, the Jericho, the Maselamina, the members of parliament learn a life on this building, then they put a man so they don't come to pass. So they never come to pass. Now we'll tell them body census. They say not possible. We'll tell them body registration up till date. Registration are just 80%. 80% up till date. Up till date. So whatever I know say they can't pass a bill in the parliament. Anytime we see SFP, they do that they push out the content for the start problem. The flow pull assist in the parliament.
Exactly.
This way, let them put to this play and all forget so that they pass all them bad bill them. Yeah. So the discussion they pass now, the members of parliament, let nobody can go any excuse. They will come and say, will not be see the bill. Who's bill will pass the parliament? We not see the leaders and not see the check who the Mikeladi and Masalamina. We do see members of parliament. So then now then who pass a million do so for like the local life on the kind of like see will not be nobody NI number, will not be nobody PR system. It is part of the amendment to the Constitution. Did it because they can't like this one. They all when they go any different debate and they read and force. I mean, say they read. They say will not be needed. Like so, you go to parliament, it takes two and doctor is that is no nothing. When they call out, they say will not be needed. Will not be aware about them.
Thank you.
Now then they are about to pass a bill again. That will be perfect to it.
Yes, people's power. I don't know if you do it with, but I want to kind of like look at this like in a different direction. You see, comrade and people's power. You know, the reason why, we get the international community, we call them the moral guarantors. In other words, the people where they make sure say, waiting, first of all, Salon people waiting the word moral mean. It mean like, like the discipline, the culture, these are the people that we're supposed to protect the culture, they protect the discipline of a country, protect like the norms of a country, protect the confidence of a country, the enthusiasm of a country. These are the people that we're like supposed to protect these cultures, and the culture where we don't adapt as a nation, that the democracy. Democracy now we don't adapt. And these people are the moral guarantors. They protect, making sure that they make sure say they guarantee we the culture where we don't adapt. You know, the reason why I say this, comrade and People's Power, this is the angle where I want to make you come out from with the APC. We have the moral guarantors where they're like, in other words, we culture where they protect this democracy culture where we don't adopt in our country. And so, like, if then they see, say, one political party, they be disadvantaged. Where they say, as a result, the culture of democracy is being impeded. It's kind of like the culture of democracy, they've been trampled upon. Surely the moral guarantors them get a role for play. Since since this government come to play, comrade and People's Power, we don't see always when they take advantage against the opposition, getting rid of 10 members of parliament, beating members of parliament right in the well of parliament, you know, like sacking the auditor general, you know, like to the point that even Jerry Coco supposed for kind of like go be like the speaker in ECOWAS parliament. No, they mass them back. All these things we don't see how people they kill people in a Panemba Road, kill people in a Chombo, now McKinney in a mile 91, you know, like Augustine, massacre people, bury people out of the family. The family they not even see the body, whether an empty coffin on a stone and go back there. We do not know. The moral guarantors them supposed to be aware and protect this culture where we don't actually put power safe. Why are these guys? Are they, because they tell we constantly say, oh, the people they know, the people they know. For saying that they like Pawi, or the moral guarantors them just not care, but salon. And these are the things where I believe say even the parliamentarians them, not of men and go talk nicely to them. If there is a reason why we call them moral guarantors. They protect our democracy. They safeguard it. They make sure the disciplines of democracy is kind of like being practiced in the country. No, we really go talk to them like doll baby. We're supposed to tell them, say, you're supposed to protect this thing called, this principle called democracy. Why in the APC, People's Power, no, they go and lay these points them out. Say, look, 6 months to election, we still know the kind of like this government seem for the interfere into the affairs of a political party. The judge, where's don't pass this ruling, he know the detail of a ruling, he understand the detail of a ruling. Since the kind of like after Peter Conte go to court for contempt of court, this man don't give 3 weeks now is still not pass judgment. When they get it, then the PPRC man they can play game and say you don't get nothing for do. The court supposed to do something about it. Waiting fish at the wait. Then when they get it, they say we say like I hear people in the talk say that boom guy they talk say oh well. Now, for my APC, not kind of like cause instability in the country. Who don't the cause them? Go back to the court system because the courts they kind of like play with people their lives, them their livelihood. People and they were in hiding. They cannot come out. The William them, the People's Power, they cannot show themselves out. Why? Because like these very people and they oppress them, one kill them. They are targets. Waiting the moral guarantors than the true People's Power. Come on, tell me, why is the APC not using? And they don't need for go talk softly to them. They need for understand their role as moral guarantors. If now you name Kakadebul, say now you name Kakadebul. Take up your role as moral guarantor. Sorry, People's Power.
Thank you. Thank you very much, Cashbox. Cashbox, you dey talk about moral guarantors. We get different types of moral guarantors. I should say the moral guarantor we dey talk about now, maybe now the U.S. Embassy, now the British High Commission, now the European Union, the Africa Union, the Mano River Union, and all other organizations they are. So these are moral guarantors, and we get another moral guarantors, Cashbox. The Judiciary na moral guarantor. The PPRC na moral guarantor, the police na moral guarantor, because these are all democratic institutions. The ONS na moral guarantor, and also the NEC, when are the ECSL, all of these are moral guarantors. Because
the reason why I do not call them, because for me, I do not know about anybody else, but everybody, even to parliaments, they tell we say these institutions have been captured. So for me, it is about, like, because when you think about it, who are they at the ONS? Like, we come in the talk. Now, Mende man, where they support SLPP carrier. The PPIC man, SLPP carrier. The judiciary, like that, the useless chief of whatever they call it. All these people, like these are they buy into and play into the government. Go to the fourth estate, the journalists them. They works like then they pick and choose, waiting for ask who then they interview. Go to like the bar association, like who Michael Aswalo, Keketoma and Galfred. So all these institutions, come on, for me, it is about the one that we know what in actual democracy mean, because all of these institutions in Sierra Leone, they do not know the definition of democracy.
All of these people,
but I get your point, people's power.
All of these people, they are moral guarantors. The judiciary, the sludge, the journalists, the civil society organizations, the human rights organizations, all of them groups, they are so the 50-50, all of them groups there, they are, moral guarantors. But we focus on the international moral guarantors, them now there we focus on. And the institutions they are so, then build them institutions they are so for make with democracy go get strength, make we go for uphold with democracy so that we go get a division of labor, waiting the judiciary for do, the legislative not for do the executive not for do this arm of government waiting them for do, the other arm not for do. Now make everybody get a responsibility. We get them 3 arms of government there, so all man gets a responsibility. So however, these are all moral guarantors. But Ibrahim come request and cash box are one thing where our law we know. We for no say Salona a sovereign state. Salona a sovereign state. Not to the moral guarantors them way cash box they talk now, not to them they can't dictate. Them moral guarantors they are so the only day na them part of them country if you kuskas and alala. Ibrahim come request and cash box. Let me tell you, the European Union need to go tell APC for go fit. They need to go tell APC let them go fit. The ECOWAS no go tell APC let them go fit. The British High Commission need to tell APC for go fit. You understand? All of them moral guarantors there so no go tell APC say let them go fit. But if the APC go for go fit, then they come in. If the APC go fit, they say yeah today or the fit. What in the bin let be believe you me then they come in. Then they come in for solve the problem, for see who are wrong, who are right. But if the APC see them, they fall land, they fall foot, they feel say all is well. The moral guarantors say, what did they go do? Cash box. Tell me, what did they go do? Then go feel say all is well. Then go feel say everything is okay. But now when the APC pull close for faith, now when the APC take to the streets, now when the APC take the bull by the horn, now in the moral guarantor they come in, they say, you know what? You wait, what's in the problem? Then they can come and solve the problem. That goes back to waiting Alfred Paulo Conte be talk. Sometimes last year when we be there now by elections now Wellington. One councillor elections where Alfred Peter where Paulo Conte where Paulo Conte the talk say say we don't put we foot down now, then don't put their foot them down, then no go accept, they no go agree any rig way SLPP go rig elections again past the international community can part way. You can remember that statement, Cashbox and come
Yes, absolutely.
You see, so that tells you now when we go on the battlefield, now in the international community they can't for comfort we. And these are the moral guarantors the way they talk about now. So, but if we sit down quiet, we see Alfred the counter then can report the day. Where the APC political party don't send all the party observers them. Where now the law now say the APC for send all the party observers them. Now different registration centers. They don't collect all the figures them. Then come up with their own provisional results. Then Alfred in single-handedly they go talk say no APC no get right to do that one day. Therefore wait for neck. Why APC go serve as a observer now? Why we go there? What to make we go there? We did it because now follow we collect we don't figure them. We did it because now follow them ensure say they follow the process and procedures. We did it because now follow them ensure say they not register underage picking them. We did it because follow the process all transparent. Now make the political party them all the registered political party then they participate in any activity of NEC. Any activity of NEC. So the stupidity of Alfred, where APC come up with their own results, they say we now this figure now we collect. Now make them check the APC body. All of them things there we don't train. The APC don't train we. Some of we are beneficiary from their training there. Their workshop there. What we don't go their workshop there. Now Miata conference hall. We don't benefit from them thing there. We don't train other people them. These are all the things them will make the APC, the I make neck they call them political party they are so for make them all be represented. Now then different activities they are so when they do. But you get a lot of other people where you come and go say Alfred today na this, Alfred today. Where mortal man don't be Satan. Like where one guy they talk say where mortal man don't be Satan. Ibrahim communicate and cash box. I like you go patrol na Satan. I like you go patrol na Satan. Ibrahim come request and cashbog. The devil na APC na the problem na APC na yasu. Na Alfred na the biggest problem na yasu. Alfred a motive. Alfred the work where he work so. Now one person he work for. And the work where they work for this individual person. Now for let APC go lost the 2023 elections. For let salon people then go suffer back. For let salon people then go, but look what's in the happen. All of them kind of people who don't get so. Now this country will be the all big position and today, as rightly where cash box they talk, today exactly don't make the auditor general Lara Tilopias and Tamba Momo. 1 year for more than pull them. 1 year today for more than pull them. 30 days, no headway, no nothing, no judgment, whether they get right for pull them or not get right for pull them.
You remember Tamba Momo being the deputy auditor general. I think he be responsible for special audits. And one of the special audits the way he conducts now the COVID fund. You know, 30 days from when that reports they come out. One fly not talk about an parliament and people's power. They don't even care about parliament for go talk about them. This now how broken salon non like. This time I'm gonna kind of like expose the whole COVID thing. But you see all of these guys, them you see that the same thing no more back. One thing the way he talk like way he do one thing like I kind of like go and kind of like tell them expose certain thing them when they fail for do. They come and talk full talk them. One time they like behind the scene. Like I tell I mean you see when one time the way this whole COVID thing and kind of like expose the audit report. I remember the time way Lara Tilopias talk about this timber money where you don't place a value to it. All these things them people's power. I tell them I say, bro, Lara Tilopias, you know the cubic meter of timber the way they sell. You know that. You know the number of timber the way they sell. You can tell the value almost them they sell timber at the time. You could have easily placed value to it. But what it happened, in left arm say, oh, they go do them in the following audit report. The same way for that report on another way he asked the government, now they sack up.
They sack and pull and straight, they pull and because they know say one guy expose something.
Yeah. Sorry, carry on people's power.
Yeah, go ahead, Cashbox. Go ahead, Cashbox. The time now where if you come for do the proper auditing, they don't pull them.
Absolutely. Imagine it was just like this time. Think about it. Like the 11th of November, it was just few weeks for make a release the audit report. To the extent, like the woman complained that it wasn't maybe actually they reduced certain things by audit report. He said they change them. She said that because you see,
that's not Abdul Aziz. Like, now Abdul Aziz, the current the SLPP auditor general, where they put the Abdul Aziz, now change everything.
Absolutely. So we carry on, people's power, carry on.
So now the country this cash box where you know we find ourselves all the institutions they are so they don't capture by Marabio. The institution they are all don't capture by Marabio. Now Marabio now in the control all the institutions they are. For now we get a whole auditor general. The international audit firms them they not recognize we auditor general. They say they not recognize them, they not sabi them. In fact, the man no gets the ACCA, whatever, they can get cash box. I don't know how they call them degrees then they or whatever. The man no qualify for make be an auditor, all of them things then they. Marabio no care, he go put a name. But however, cash box, Marabio be don't make it clear to we now. If we don't make it to this will continue for a year. We don't tell people them say, now Marabio na intel we say, in the work with people away isabi. And they employ people away isabi, people away no, not to the one they will qualify, not to the professionals, them, not to people away know the job, not to people away sabi the job, not to people away like the work, where sabi work. Now people away isabi, the one they way know. Now I make it pull the Lara Tilopias them because I know say Lara Tilopias they expose here in Natoma, they expose in ministers them, they expose in government. Every bad things where Marabio they do. Lara Tilopias the camp they expose them. Now make today we tell family where they listen to we. Today don't make 1 year exactly where Marabio be pull the auditor general wrongfully, a pull am forcefully, then drag the woman in office, then pull am forcefully now in office. They not use the legitimate means, they not use any legal means for ensure say let the woman leave the office, then pull am, then drag am out of the office forcefully, then pull am. So all of them things then they salon people them law na know, law na aware, and at the same time back this so-called Alfred Peter Conte, now the same thing they do na the APC. This guy come na the APC for let peace and stability in the country. Since when this guy take this APC to court, we then at this platform every day they talk am, every day they talk am. This guy not to bet a mortal man. This guy gets motive. This guy get intention. Now bad things this guy count where they make up. We get other people them will be the praise the man. The man is doing well. The man then at the right track. Now so the man they do. When now look how Alfred don't come out. Now look what Alfred don't do. From day one, if we don't they bash at Alfred, if we don't they butu param, say what Alfred they do so.
Now they say, oh, we don't get up to Usa we want him. You don't get up to Usa you want him, but you still the cost him, mama back. You still the cost him. You still the tell. You know,
Alfred don't put we. Now Alfred don't put we Usa in one to. Now Alfred they put the party Usa he wants the party because Alfred they connive with the SLPP. Alfred they connive with the PPRC. Alfred they connive with Adrian Fisher. Now waiting mother be want. Now I make some of the statements they are where Natoma they make and Natoma now your mother be they sleep. Now then they lay down. Now then they waka. Now then they eat. Now then they go walk. Any side for go shit self. Now they all two they go shit. Anything when they do now they all two for do am. This woman get the bold mind. I don't know whether na England or London to na cash box and he go talk. I think in America. He go talk say to Ibrahim there and America. I go talk say. He say then they go and oppose APC no get forget candidates. Now we see so now we watch you. This same Alfred now the SLPP they use and we get the same bloggers them waiting at the social media. Now they be the praise Alfred yesterday. Now they be the pampas am. Now they be the ace am up. Now they be the top fine butter. Now they be the make so the man is good. Let them get a chance. The man a right man. Now today Alfred don't turn kanka up at the APC. Today, look how Alfred they carry the party go. Look how Alfred they carry people and go. They make people them they reach them life them. This Alfred they make people them reach them life them. All of this way Alfred they do, and they do for nobody. But now for the former vice president. Now Southmana now they make Alfred the Kresu. Now Southmana now they make Alfred the Chaxo with all the allegations the way they na Southmana in. One day Southmana no come na the media. One day Southmana no tweet about that. One day Southman not talk say not to be but this Southman it they work with this government. This Southman it they work with Marabio for make Marabio go for in second term so that he go come in 2028 for take over the government. Over with that body and not possible. Not so this country they happen. Not so this country they happen. Other countries that they happen. So the young people them will get them party. The youth man they will get them party. When not be eaters today. When not be drinkers today, when not be get job yesterday, when not be get per diem yesterday, when not be travel yesterday, when not be enjoy. They don't know nothing today. Now that young people and then they call so for come out. Now that young people and then they come also for go stand. Every other day, then go they say, Asmeg, when I come on a do, when I come on soon. But this Asmeg, we don't do so. Now we don't dare for the party go in opposition. Now we don't follow all the by-elections them. Now we don't do all kind of work. Now we don't represent the party all side. Now we they talk every day. The same Asmeg. Yesterday, we not be eat, we not be drink, we not get job. Nothing. No nothing. We not eat, we not drink, we not be get per diem, we not be the travel. We parent them, we mama them, not to be minister. We papa them, not to be minister. But we the Asmeg go there now. Now we they call. Where small thing happen? They say no. They affiliate body there. Now they for team up now. Now they for Sido now. But they all be enjoying yesterday. Then they call them all. As long as we were then at the affiliate body them, we not say oh yes. Now we responsibility equally for make we come and defend our party, for make we talk for we party, for make we defend democracy, for now we talk for we country, now we talk for we people them. Now we responsibility equally for all the things there. But a lot of people are they sacrifice their lives today for talk for the APC, for stand for the APC, for sacrifice for the APC. Look the big example. We come here where we lost, we boss where we lost, we mentor where we lost, we chairman where we lost. When are Evangelist Samson? What's the benefit yesterday? Nothing, absolutely, and no benefits. But when something happen, now we then they call say for law come on do, law show face. Now we then they call say law go team up, law go fet. You see people them where we don't turn ministers them. When are Southeasterners them. Abraham come request and cash box. The Southeasterners them where we don't turn ministers under the APC. They all they keep them out quiet. They keep themselves shut. We get few of them when they defend the party, like the Momo Fandi them. Then they come and defend the party. The CDI Tunis them. Then they come and defend the party. The Kamo Kaba them. Then they come and defend the party. The Logos Koma them. The Diana Konomani, of course, when they don't put them behind bars for this party. A lot of them, the other people in they. You know, that day when a Southeastern as them, where we don't benefit, then they come and defend this party. But get other Southeastern as the Abraham come get and Cashbook, where don't all sensitive position them, where we don't be ministers, deputy ministers, head of parastatals, ambassadors. This the Southeastern as they are so Ibrahim, nowhere to be found Cashbook. You know they see them at the scene. They know they can't talk. They know they can't explain. They know they can't defend the party. But when time you just know where the party go come to power. Now then Southeastern as they are so, where keep themselves quiet. When they talk, now they go get job, now they go get work, now they go enjoy, now they go pay rent for, now they go pay light bill for, now they go pay telephone bill for, now they go up and down. Now the country, the one they will do the work, the actual people them will suffer, will do all kinds of things, they push them in a corner. So now I make sometimes where una they talk now the media, when they talk but we ask me, when I go for look the other side of the coin. When I don't call the other people who be benefit yesterday, when I don't call some of them people there, the answer is no. Look the amount of ministers them where Anescoma make when as Southeasterners. Look the amount of deputy ministers them where he make. Now they almost then how they defend the party. Now few. We gonna name them. The Dana Konomani them. We gonna name them. The Kamo Kaba them. Now they defend the party. The Momo Vandi them. The Syria Tunis them. Now they no more now they defend the party. All the other one they who side and go. Who side and go? They all be there yesterday. They are ministers. You know they hear them. Westmont TRP no more, they say ASMEG, una come out, the grassroots, una have come out for go defend. That people are, when be they ride, be they drive, government vehicles, they buy fuel for them, then they pay rent for them, pay water rate for them, pay light bill for them, get them per diem, then they travel in and out of the country, then picking them, then they get scholarship, then husband them, then they get scholarship, everybody, then consider them, then they get scholarship, then family them, then they enjoy, then they travel, then they go study overseas, then all the enjoyment, then they enjoy, all the enjoy day. Nobody need to call them oh. Nobody need to call them say una come out oh. But when they make no pop, they say ASMEG una come out. When they make no pop, they say the grassroots una come out. That way we don't enjoy it, start them be the best salaries. Nobody need to call them. Nobody can call them. But we today, now we they stand. Now we people and they kill. Now we people and they put inside prisons. Now we people and they drive, they don't send them exile. They don't even for come to the country again. Now we they do all kind of bad things too. But now we responsibility back as well. We defend with country, we defend with party, we defend with democracy. I see we don't participate so. I see we don't participate so. We do am not to because of yourself. We do am not to follow popular. We do am not to follow better. We do am not to follow do everything. We do am follow get peace and stability in our country. Now follow get harmony in this country. Now follow this country go back to Usai be day. When Escoma be say, would I want cause, let cause. Would I want talk, let talk. Would I want provoke, let provoke. Would I want do everything, let it do am. Hence, you do am within the law. Now, so an Escoma be the rule this country. Now, so an Escoma be say, but now today, if you got him up na prison, you say, Madam, then go all you, then go jail you for 30 months. If you got him up, Nabo, you say, Toma, then go all you, then put you inside prisons for 28 months. All of them things there. We brothers and sisters them where we come out on the 10th of August, we come peaceful one and demonstrate. 98% of them, they don't jail them 30 months, 36 months, 28 months, 26 months, 20 months, 24 months. Now so then jail them all. He left by them both. When are they right for let them come on do for let them demonstrate. Now so we constitution, so it can shine our constitution. It's written boldly in our constitution say we get freedom of association, we got freedom of assembly, we for come out, we for assembly, we for come out for demonstrate. Today, we brothers and sisters them, they all them they say because they demonstrate. This na a precedent don't set so. This precedent we don't set now say, Marabio say nobody no get right again for come out for demonstrate. Anybody will come out for demonstrate, then go all that person there, then go jail that person there. Over to you, Cashbox. Let's get you right there, Cashbox. You can come on in. Come on in, Cashbox.
Thank you, People's Power. You know, you say you've said it all, People's Power. You know, the game now of the I just read something now group. You know, where somebody actually writes a powerful piece where you say, you know, like them kind of wrangling there of political parties, they don't go ever be sorted out by a court decision. And rightly so. And especially the dodgy judiciary where we get now with country. There is no way, you know, like, because, you know, I always tell people, Fisher is part of the plan. Fisher is very bitter because apparently he said APCB don't want something. You know, for make you get APC people and we feel say they will get anything out of Fisher, you know, they dreaming. You know, they seem for still they live like in this planet where no exist at all. You know, people's power and comrade. I feel say we for left and but the APC people it is about time. Imagine for me to get Alfred Peter Conte, they refer to Abdukagbo. They tell and say, oh, he's no longer the Secretary General. I see he tweets this law. Oh, we will get like a legit press release from the publicity side of the ITGC. Can you imagine? The secretary for rights up, they talk say, oh, you know, this guy is
the man get to say mass. He don't mass the stone. He get to say mass. He mass the government. He mass the judiciary.
There is no. Well, this is the reason why, you know, people ask the question about the moral guarantors. You see, because the international community, that you know, these are some of the things that we I feel say even Sierra Leoneans we supposed for to pursue these guys and chase after them and say, look, if anything, if any turmoil happen again that this country, you know, we go get una for blame because when they see things them they happen since 4 years, 7 months now. This very APC political party don't they kind of like bet their lip with so many things them they beer. How long they will continue for beer? 6 months, 7 months down, like to election, these people and still they be oppressed. They be controlled by institutions that were responsible to make sure say them people get a fair trial, or they suppress them, oppress them, keep them by one side. Get Alfred Conte. Fisher did not talk. Fisher supposed to not interpret this ruling, but Alfred Peter Conte seem for they make stupid out of himself. They do things them at will. They do things them where he feel for do. Nobody no they ask him down like how we were back in the say. How long APC get for sit by and they allow they watch them in the air, they unfold right in front of their face. Where are these? Like, you know, when the APC people them for God's sake, you get people them way like behind the scene that they support Alfred Peter Conte because they hate their former boss and the Scroma. They say and say, oh, like the other side of the coin that then they fight for an Escoma and all that in the day. Can you guys not say it? Can you guys not take back your party? How long they go say, oh, like Alfred Peter Conte they fight for this, they were they fight for this. How long per this? How long per this up and down? You know, salute people, we go continue this conversation like how Ibrahim can they say. You know, we still get time. You know, hopefully we go talk to one on Monday, but if anything come when an emergency, we always can for always come on the Saturday. We can always take break on the Saturday, but if we are tomorrow, no say something come, we really pertinent where we want to talk about. But with the left and the family, you know, gonna get a very, very good weekend. Again, as I say, if the weekend will complete it, on go here with. But if not, we will come back to una on Monday as things then they unfold. But the APC, una go take back una party. Sierra Leone and them, una not lose hope, una not give up. There is still time for make we fix that country. Let me tell you one thing. You know, all waiting Fatima Bio picking the go and enjoy, waiting Fatima Bio the thief, waiting Madam Bio the thief, waiting the one more cabinet the thief. And only reach 1% of salon in wealth when we get good leader. We can fix that country for we all, and we all will enjoy the fruit of the land. Unatata for now, and thank you very much.